Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hello. So we have a interesting topic today. We won't be on here long with this one. Recently, we just celebrated our 18 year of dating. 18 years dating, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
dating.
dating. 18 years. And we were in the car, and our daughters were talking. The older one said to the younger daughter, Mommy and Daddy has been dating for 18 years. They're celebrating their 18 year of dating. And the younger one was like, is that a thing? And the older one was like, I guess so. They're celebrating it. So we're asking you, is that a thing? Because it's a thing for the Linkies. And so we celebrate. And when I say celebrate, we don't necessarily go out and spend any money. Certainly we do sometimes. But we remember and we celebrate, even if it's just a toast or sitting down and talking about it. The years that we've been friends. We've been friends for 19 years. And so when that year come around, oh, we've been together, we've been friends for 19 years. And when our dating year come around, we celebrate that every year. Every year we do go out on that as boy, and we call it boyfriend and girlfriend. We're not husband and wife that night. We are boyfriend and girlfriend that night, that day, till the next day we go back to being husband and wife. And that's just really cool for us, right, honey?
Yeah, yeah, it's fun. It's funny because I strategically did it so I could always remember the date. It's the day after my birthday, so
No, I
so
don't
it
think it was a
works. It
plan. It
works.
just worked out that way.
Yeah,
And then, of course, we celebrate our wedding anniversary when the day we actually got married. And for us, when we got married, we went to the courthouse. So 5 years after being married, we renewed our vows. So that's also something that we celebrate. So there's those four things that we do, to celebrate our love, not considering the Hallmark holidays like Sweetest Days or Valentine's Day. We focus more on these days that are unique to us, to our relationship.
like our days. So like, what days? What are your days that you celebrate?
Yeah, do you celebrate your dating? I know a couple that celebrated their first date, and I was like, that's interesting. Yeah, we
Yeah, so
we yeah.
at least at least once a year you have a date. So that's great. That's good.
Yeah. So why is that a thing? As my 11-year-old said, like, really, they're celebrating dating, they're married. But anyhow, is that a thing? And why we think it should be a thing? We're gonna give you two reasons. The first one is to remember your journey. My husband said, I said, why do you think we remember all these days and celebrate all these days? And you said,
To remember our journey.
yeah.
Everybody's got their own journey and have come through challenges and stuff in life, and if you walk through terrible stuff and come out on the other side, then that's something to be celebrated. That's something that you should, you know, take and cherish and show other people that as an example that it can be done.
Yeah, I know, like, depending on what we're celebrating, if it's our dating years, I will go back and look at pictures when we were dating, and it just brings back memories, especially if, we're going through just being busy. We're so busy with the kids, or busy with school, and busy with work, or even being mad at each other. And it just reminds me personally, wow, this is how we were back then, by looking at the pictures and looking at the happiness and peace and the youthfulness on our faces
And that
and the
the
hair
hair,
that he had that made me fall in love. I fell in love with the hair, you guys. Not only the hair, but he had long blonde hair. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But anyhow, and just to look back at all of that, for me, it really reminds me that this is why I'm still here. I look back at our wedding, and I'll look at the video sometimes, and I'll go through that, and I'll play it when we renewed our vows. And just even that brings back memories for us, because we planned that together from beginning to end. He sat there and made bouquets with me, and there were good moments in that, and there were bad moments in that. But
To this day, I will not tie another ribbon.
He said he won't tie another ribbon, but I still have my bouquet, and I look at it and I love it because I'm like, my husband helped me made that. I have the vision of how it should look, and he held it together, and we tied it, and it's silk roses, so I have that forever, and that's something that we created. We did the boutonnieres, the invitations, we did all of that together, and those things just made me love him more, to see this man with these big hands, and he was tying these little bows, because he knows that one of my love language is what? Acts of service. He knows that the quickest way to get to his wife is to do something nice for her. He doesn't have to buy me anything. He just has to clean, do something, help me do something, and I'm good. I'm ready. Yeah, let's go, Yeah. So,
So I had the glass slipper. It was my glass slipper, everybody.
Yes. So that's one reason why it's a thing. It's a thing because it makes you remember. It makes you remember your journey, and it allows you up to appreciate your journey even more than you're just looking at, we've been married 15 years, we've been dating 18 years, we're here. Okay. No, you go through each step of that journey and appreciate it more.
When people are married, they don't consider the time that they were dating.
Yeah, they don't.
So they just say, "Oh, how long have you guys been together? We've been married for X number of years."
Mm-hmm.
They don't factor in the 3, 2, 4, 5, whatever number of years that they were actually dating before they got married. And that, I think, when you hear people that say that, you can see a lot of negative energy in their marriage when they don't consider, don't remember, the time before they got married. Yes, the marriage is definitely important. I mean, that's definitely something to celebrate. But when you don't, think back and remember the reasons why you got married, the time you dated before you proposed, or the time you were friends before you even became a couple. If you don't remember that stuff, that time, that could eat away at somebody when they're just focused on just their marriage, and they don't remember the normal stuff, the everyday. We were just friends and sat in class, and I used to have to really try my hardest to interpret the hieroglyphics she called handwriting.
Whatever.
For notes, to share notes and things like that. If I happened to miss class or didn't get the notes, or for whatever reason I wasn't paying attention, whatever it was, remembering that stuff brings joy, even now, even today. When that was almost 20 years ago, but here we are, still talking about that same stuff, and it makes us laugh. It just it makes our marriage so much richer, and I think that pours out and that shows other people.
Right.
It's not just our marriage. It's not just a marriage. This is a friendship. This is a couple. This is a husband and wife. And on top of everything else that we do and we happen to get our hands into. But it's just, that, remembering what brought us here in the first place, shows not only us, but, a lot of people that know us and can see.
And that brings us to our second point, as Patrick was saying, sharing with other people, because we share these experiences with our children, and we share them with other couples and even people who aren't married at the moment, and it enriches them. It gives some people, hope. It makes people think, wow, they did all these things, they have been through all these things, and they're still together. That was kind of cool, or that was wow, you guys experienced that and you guys are still here. And so our second reason for is that a thing, celebrating all these moments, is that to share it with others, because to share with other people, because really our journey really isn't just about us. Realize that your marriage isn't just about you. People are watching. People are truly watching you. People will tell you that they're watching you, whether they admire you, but there are going to be people you would never know that they're watching you until some point where they would come to you and say, for these many years I've been watching you. Or if something bad happens and then that you hear, man, they didn't stay together, so why should we? So know that people's lives, marriages are embedded into yours. So sharing your experiences, celebrating your love, you know, it makes people happy to see that. So it's not just for you, and you're not celebrating it to show off or to be, here we are, here are the Linkies. No, you're doing it to encourage other people to say, you know, this is what's happening to us. This is our life. This is our marriage. This is our love. So yeah, I want to know. We want to know. Is that a thing?
Is it?
Is it? What do you celebrate in your relationship? Is it just your wedding day? Do you celebrate the years dating? Do you remember your first date, and do you celebrate that day? I thought that was awesome that that couple does that. So share with us. All right. Have a great day.